HOPSA 2009. Thank you all for coming to today's event. It's going to be groundbreaking.
With very obvious dramatic emphasis, I have to state the Holy Child School is the most luxurious girls' secondary school in Ghana. And I tell you what, should I not have been at Holy Child School, I swear to God, I'll go right BC again. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I really appreciate you for clicking if you're an OG. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Lillian, and I hope you stay by hitting the subscribe button. When you subscribe, on the post notification, that way you get notified anytime I upload a new video. Please like the video. So recently I uploaded a video talking about the ranking of Ghana education in Africa for an African country with the most quality and inclusive education for its citizens. And thank you for keeping up with me. That video is doing so well. I think it's sitting pretty at 17k views in less than a week. So I want to go back into the society. So we are doing like a feedback into what Ghana has really produced. I mean, this ranking, is it fair? I know it's fair, but a lot of people that are not in Ghana or know little to nothing about Ghana might be wondering, oh, is it fair? So in this video, I want to present to you the fruits that Ghana education has bear so far. When you sow a seed, you are expected to harvest, right? You plant, you harvest. There's time for everything, remember? A time to sow and a time to reap. So I want to take us to the old students of one of the public schools in Ghana. Let's see the result of this ranking. Is it fair? I'm starting with Holy Child. Yes, I am obsessed because I love, come on, who wouldn't love this school? I like its location and I like the simplicity. I love me some quiet environment and I love me some hills or mountain and I love me simplicity. So I'm starting with the Holy Child old students. Let's take a look at them and see what they're bringing back to the society. Let's start with this video.
Hello, beautiful people. I am Fana and I publicly relate for HOPSA 2004. It is our big day today and we're leaving no stone unturned. It's 13th of October and it is our Thanksgiving church service and handing over ceremony. It's been 20 years since we exited the beautiful Angels Hill and we've blossomed to become very beautiful women of substance. So we decided to give back to the school after 20 years and then say thank you to God for all the beautiful things. HOPSA 2004 comes as a bouquet of beautiful purple lilies and blue orchards touching the world in a very different way wherever we find ourselves. We beat the standard for all the valid reasons, and of course we have been made women of value by the efforts of Holy Child School. Holy Child School actions, not words. HOPSA 2004 beats the standard. Welcome to everybody who is coming to support us today, and let's have fun. With very obvious dramatic emphasis, I have to state the Holy Child School is the most luxurious girls' secondary school in Ghana. And I tell you what, should I not have been at Holy Child School, I swear to God, I'll go right BC again. Thank you.
You guys, see, this same feeling, like what she said now, had my content not been about Ghana, by now I would have stopped doing what I'm doing because it simply means I'm lying. Let's just say I made it about Nigeria. By now I would have been sitting down and talking about Gucci bag. I'll be talking about one rich man that is so rich and his neighbors are all hungry and he's feeling unsafe. And I'll have to sit down here and lie every day and lie to cover up and lie. For pay me there, like what she said now, if she didn't attend Holy Child, she would have gone back to BEC and rewrite exam to come back. The other guests are not going to accept. They are not going to take it. Now I'm not talking about the guys, so the ladies, because we have schools that are giving Holy Child sleepless night. But that is the fun part of it. Okay, so let's see more of the ladies that Holy Child has produced. I mean, I would say Ghana has produced for herself. Let's see.
Black jersey on the beat.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm not jealous of you guys. I am. You guys, these ladies you just see here, these ladies were made by a public school for its system. Now, among them, there is no single thief. All of them that are coming back into the system, they are not, none of them is into yahoo yahoo. None of them is doing ritual. They are all doing well. So when you sow good seed, just relax. You go to sleep and relax your mind, because the harvest is definitely going to be good. So that is it, just a few. Let's go back for more.
HOPSA 2009. Thank you all for coming to today's event. It's going to be groundbreaking, and I'm happy to see all my sisters today. Holy Child School, the best, the only school, period.
So my memories in Holy Child are rather, I would say, clouded, but we did have an amazing time. Our house mistress was Miss Damesia at that time. This woman would give us hell. she was into sports. I was a sports girl, so I spent a lot of time with her. I remember when she would literally force us to go to sleep after prep, and there was a day she came, and my house was Catherine's, and they call us Conti. So she was just there. She's like, oh, Conti Dom 2, Conti Dom Light, you're 2. And the whole school, we have like 6 houses in the same terrain, and there was like a big roar. And I also remember Miss Fortune and her foolish virgins. She was there, foolish virgins, and be screaming at the top of her voice. And we had, of course, Coach Nunu, Auntie Christy, amazing teachers. Mr. Yankee took me through government. It would be amazing to see everybody. I think there are a few people here, but do make it a point to show up. It's been fun. It's been amazing. We've had so much to drink, so I'm ranting, but do show up next time.
Yeah, so
we are the city cruisers.
Yeah, so I remember that time, I think we were in Form 2, and then Miss Wood, that was our business management teacher, asked us to write some notes, which we didn't. So she came very upset, like she wasn't going to listen to anything. And she punished us to scrub the gutters from the dining hall, that was from the main bathhouse, down to St. Anne's. And that, if you know Holy Child, that's like a length. We had to use our prep, or I think we had to use our siesta
time to do it.
To go and scrub. That is one of the memorable times in Holy Child that I remember as a student.
I also remember Mr. Yamson punishing us to actually sit in front of the chapel, like the tub, by the tub, those in the Holy Child. Yes, and we sat there for hours, like he was not really even willing to release us after prep.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting time, where we were just willing to just sit there and have fun.
Sure.
Yeah, so our time in Holy Child was just amazing. We are happy for the experience and gathered on campus, right?
And we thank God to have met as a family 12 years later. Thank you.
Hi, 12 years since we left Holy Child School, can you imagine?
Yes,
Tell me what you remember.
Oh, I remember when Karen and Marina, those two class prefects, they do that story nice that we are not supposed to go to Kakum again. People collected their money to go and buy Mr. Bento's food. Can you imagine? And they went to tell Mr. Corte, we said we won't go to Kakum again. Mr. Corte doesn't get angry, but that day he got angry.
So everybody was played eventually.
Yes, it was April Fool's Day. What do you remember too?
Well, my dearest Mr. Amponsa, S1 girls love you so much.
Yes.
Remember our teacher there was this one word, he was really, really finding it hard to say, and that word is parallel. We love you, Mr. Amponsa, wherever you are.
We love you.
Hi, my name is Samantha, the 2012 year group. So one of my fondest memories, is even fond, but one of the things I remember from Holy Child was being punished in Form 1 to scrub the car park. It didn't make any sense, but yes, that was how our year group started off as one of the most notorious groups ever, and having to sleep at the car park again because the dorm was noisy. And what was her name? Mrs. Segu. Yes, she made my dorm come and sleep on the car park, and I was sick that night, so I was never happy. I hated it. What else? Oh yeah, it's all the punishments. I hate that. But also, I think one of my highlights, meeting my friends, entertainment, all the traditions we have in the chapel. Yeah, I love that.
Hi, my name is Caroline Kisiasiama, and I was in H2 and St. Maria's house. So I think Holy Child, the experience was quite interesting overall. But one thing I'll never forget, or I'll remember always, was I was class prefect in H2, and I remember Mamefo and I will always come back to the class and say, oh, we went to the staff room and they say H2 you are talking, so all of you should stand, and they'll all be standing on their desk, and then the two of us will be sitting down. It was interesting, but it was fun until one day they caught us. So yes, that was one experience I won't forget.
You know what I miss the most? Eggy's Bodos.
Right. You know, for a long time when I came, I tried to describe, like, look, is this thing that we used to have.
So good.
I could never replicate
Egg
it.
bread, but like better.
I can never.
So much.
So today, I
Yeah.
don't know what they did.
And we named it.
Exactly. And then I was telling my mom about the fact that like every Saturday we used to have like bread. You buy bread
And then all your
everything
fillings.
for your Saturday mornings, because
So what we miss is the food.
basically
Not the dining. The dining
every food but the dining food.
The things we used to put together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And another thing was, remember there was a day where we went to Inzulezu because the government teacher didn't want to teach us.
Yeah, but you guys went. I think you were government students. I was a history student. So I didn't go for any excursions.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the teacher he didn't want to teach on one day. He was like, we are going for an excursion.
I love that. And I had to sit in class.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Also, we were in H2 and we used to get punished a lot.
All the time, because we're close to the administration block.
Right? All the
so,
noise.
Yeah, so every single noise, they're like, H2, why are you making noise? I
We
said,
were the one.
it wasn't really our fault, but then that's what we got for that. So
It was the price for being cool.
very cool.
So you're
Ultra
welcome.
cool.
So my name is Mamiefa, and I was an H2 class prefect. And this is my
yes. And H2 assistant
class prefect. So this girl over here,
This one.
one day, she refused to sweep. And she actually swept,
She didn't sweep.
and she didn't collect the rubbish. She left it in front of the class because someone else was supposed to collect it.
Exactly.
Then according to the rules, you're supposed to collect the rubbish. So I reported her to Miss Damesi, and she was punished for not sweeping the class at all.
But it wasn't fair because I swept. Somebody else supposed to collect the ball. So why
Jamila,
did you have to?
But they finished it.
Jamila, you were the one sweeping, so you have to collect the rubbish. How do you leave rubbish in front of the class?
No, and she took me to Facebook. She wrote on her Facebook wall. Every year, it reminds me.
This
On this
cross
day,
forward.
2020.
Mamiefa reported me to Miss Damesi.
But you reported me, and then the head to insult me.
Jamila was so hurt. We are sorry. We are sorry. We are sorry.
Jamila is like me. 10 years later, I don't forget. If it is good that you did, I'll remember. If it is bad, I'll remember. See, since I can't physically deal with you, I will take you to social media, If that's what I have to do to feel good, I will do it. So, but I thank God for maturity. I still do it when I remember, if anything triggers me of someone that have done me something very painful, I will take them to social media. I will write on social media, especially on Facebook. I do that a bad lot. Now, Can you see how eloquent these ladies are? Classy, honest. And the most important part for me is honesty. This is not me saying every Ghanaian is a saint, but at least definitely 95% has a great conscience. And I love me that these ladies were made by the government for itself. Now, when you're done studying in an environment like this, now let me show you guys where they studied. I've done a video on this school. If you want to see, you can check it. I think I'll link it here. And I remember a lot of people saying, oh, it's not by beautiful buildings, it's not by this. So now that we have seen the real result, which is the product, the finished product from a government school, what are we going to say? All the same, let me show you where they studied at, and I'll be back. Exactly. The school you're looking at, if you're not Ghanaian, is a public school. I think there's something that we, my own country, needs to learn from how Ghana operates and imbibe it. There's no shame in it. And that thing, if you ask me what that thing is the discipline method, all right? Instead of physically assaulting a child in the name of discipline, why don't you punish? Instead, deprive the child of what that child loves to do the most, and see, instead of physically assaulting, because we've talked about that, which a lot of people believe is the reason for our aggressive nature, which I can't say is not, and I can't say it is, because I didn't know I was aggressive until I came to Ghana. I didn't know that when I'm talking is loud, even though I never liked it. The good thing about me is I was lucky to be raised well. So the discipline method should be done differently, and we are going to raise beautiful, peaceful human beings that are willing to serve the country in all honesty. That is not all. Let's look at the ladies some more.
I'm a little bit like that. Jargon. Okay. Mama Exa is for someone who exaggerates a lot and is very dramatic. And I think that I'm a little bit like that.
There was one. Zia. Yes. Zia. Yes. Yeah. So there's a jargon we had, Zia. When in our local terms we will say Obiagba. So when someone makes a mistake, we call it Zia. So you make a mistake, then we all shout, hey, what's Zia?
Mwery, there was sweary, deary, swearmware, husband and wife, which is Gary, the Eba, Shitor, and then the other condiments.
That's what we used to call Gary.
Yeah. Dairy. That's very popular, which means someone that you are very close.
Biscuit.
Contra. That's like a mixture of Gary, Shitor, corned beef, baked beans. Very delicious.
Alele. Yes, and they will understand, so let's keep it that way.
Fascinante,
to be honest, if you're not Ghanaian, to be honest, how do you feel about these ladies? These ladies have just shown you, some of them are lawyers, doctors, engineers, bankers, media personalities. You have teachers, business women, politicians. Hi. Ghana, you too do well. You too do well. So this is why I like talking about Ghana, because it is what it is. It is true. It is the truth. I don't have to lie. Because see, I cannot be a Nigerian and still go to hell. It's not possible. So that it will not be my YouTube videos that will send me to hellfire. So I will speak the truth, and so that on the last day I'll be compensated. It shouldn't be my YouTube videos that will stand against me on the last day because they will pay me. Pay me gone. This is what happened. Okay, when you sow good seeds, be ready to reap. They will bear good fruits. So this is it. This is the result of that quality, inclusive education. Now, I'm not saying that back in the days it may have been free or not. See, my emphasis on these schools in Ghana, some people may have misunderstood me. It's not because they are free. It is because even if I'm paying, it is worth it. I mean, I don't mind paying, but please, can you give me a conducive environment to study? Can you not physically abuse me in the name of punishment? Can you please allow me get into the university? Because the YSC that I'm asked to write is not doubtable. It is true. It's not corrupt. There was no exam malpracticed. So why all the stress? Oh, you have to go like this. You have to go. No. You don't have to suffer to make it in life. Look at these ladies. I have suffered in this life. I suffered. Sete, I was denied. See, I wrote JAM. See me. I wrote JAM in 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 times. I wrote JAM 4 times, and you guys, all the 4 times I failed. I failed all of them. Yes, I wrote JAM and I failed all. So does that make me better than them? They didn't write JAM. They didn't have to write JAM. They didn't have to suffer. And hey, before I forgot, I suffered physical abuse in school. If you see the day my principal, my school principal slapped me. You guys, what is my offense? This man asked me out. Remember, I was supposed to be a minor. This man asked me out, and because I was a minor, and not because I don't know what he's talking about, but I didn't want him. Yes, the principal of my school. And I didn't know that my friend in school, I didn't know she was having an affair with him. This is a man who has grandkids. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying I'm holier than thou. No, that is not it. So because I turned him down, and I was always telling this friend of mine about this man, how this man disturbs me, how I turn him down. She goes back to tell this man, and I didn't know. So one day we were in class and there was noise. I was in SS2 then. This man walked into our hall and he just walked straight up to me and landed me a heavy slap on the face. That day, like, I almost fainted. Now, didn't I suffer? I have suffered, but where have I gone with my life? I'm still here. I've not flied. In fact, I'm even where I am today because of that thing called grace. The grace of God. Otherwise, the whole experience would have destroyed me. But I thank God for life. This is all I have for you today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.